Hey guys, it is Meg here. I hope that you are having an awesome week. But a couple weeks ago, we were discussing in our team group why we feel fear failure, and I wanted to share here as well in case others were struggling like we do. And also, I should apologize in advance because this baby seems to be growing up instead of out. So I tend to run out of breath within like 2 to 3 minutes tops. So the sweetest victory that we can have is the one that is absolutely the hardest to get. The one that requires you to dig deep inside and fight with everything that you've got, and to be willing to leave everything out there on the battlefield without knowing how you're going to do it. Because our society, it does not reward defeat, and we tend to not record the failures in our history books. But think of Thomas Edison, and can you imagine if he had quit after a few tries? It took him 1,000 tries before he developed a successful prototype. And so somebody had asked him, how does it feel to fail 1,000 times, the reporter asked. And he says, I didn't fail 1,000 times, he responded. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps. So unlike Edison, many of us avoid the prospect of failure. In fact, we're so focused on not failing that we don't aim for success, and we end up settling instead for a life of mediocrity. When we do make missteps, we gloss over them, we brush them under the rug, selectively editing out the mistakes in our life's resume. And failure is not an option, and to many in our success-driven society, failure is just considered a non-option. It's considered a deficiency even, and of all things we're wrong about, that one is probably the absolute worst. And failure is, life's greatest tool, but sadly, not many of us want to go there. So instead, we choose to play it safe. We fly below the radar, repeat the same safe choices over and over, thinking that, if we don't make waves, if we don't attract attention, nobody's going to judge us. And all because we never attempted anything great at which we could possibly fail at. So here's the thing. Those that fail, those that have been in the trenches, those that have gotten their hands dirty, those that have survived, made that comeback, have irreplaceable experience and perseverance. You want to be a success, you need to possess an attitude towards failure of no fear and be a veteran of failure, because failure is good if we learn from it. To do great work, to be successful, you need to stick your neck out there every single day. You're not going to have a life of your dreams in your safe zone, so you're not going to be living up to God's potential for you, if you're living in your safe zone. And He wants us out there sharing His word with others. And the same is true for your personal goals, to reach the impossible levels, to reach your full potential, to achieve your best, you can't fear failure. You have to think big, you have to push yourself. And speaker John C. Maxwell had said that to achieve any goal, to achieve any worthy goal, you must take risk. And he talked about legendary aviator Amelia Earhart, who had, who set several records and achieved many firsts in her lifetimes, including being the first female pilot to fly solo over the Atlantic Ocean. So how do you do it? You maintain a positive attitude. And yes, not everyone is positive by nature, because I was a negative, pessimistic person. So, this one is really hard for me. Even to this day, I really, really struggle with this one. But, maintain a positive attitude no matter what, because this way you're going to be able to see the lessons and the experiences that you are having, and they're going to help you and keep you pushing forward too. So read and listen to motivational things, and this is why our company is always stressing working on personal development, because it's absolutely crucial. Your brain is like a gas tank that is just speeding along, and it needs to be filled with encouragement. And when we skip this part, we start to sink. Our thoughts make a turn for the worse. We cannot change and we cannot grow if we are not feeding our minds. So I pray that this helps you as it did for me, because it really kind of got me thinking a little bit more in depth about, what I was struggling with and why I fear failure so much. But I hope that this helps you, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day.